Happy St. Patrick's Day to all you fans of the Sports Avenue podcast.
Top of the morning to your bios.
Well, it's the 10th episode, and today, Steve and I are going to discuss the hot topics in the world of, sports.
Yep.
So today we're going to be talking about the recent Cleveland Browns trade you guys might have heard.
You mean, if you're a Browns fan, you might have heard something serious about an OBJ.
Yeah, and the Browns free agency moves to this point, and overall the landscape of the NFL after the first week of free agency.
We're on Twitter, people. We are there at @SportsAv_. Sports abbreviation Avenue _
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. I like talking to people. Jim here, he likes talking to people. We're on Facebook, Sports Avenue with Jim and Steve. Find us. We're funny. We're a good time. Posting a lot of content there throughout the week. Instagram, sports_avenue 440. Contact us through our Gmail, sportsav440@gmail.com.
All right, well, let's get this started, shall we?
Okay.
All right, so the Browns made some big moves,
They made some moves.
They brought back Johnny Manziel. Can you believe it?
What? The Browns brought back... No, they didn't.
He's coming back to the AAF.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Those idiots get to deal with that train wreck.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, you had me, kid. Jeez. He says, he's like, hey, right before we get starting to record, he's like, hey, I got a little joke I'm going to play on you. It's like, don't worry about it. I want it to be a surprise. Johnny Manziel is his surprise.
He's coming back to the promised land.
This is what this kid thinks is funny.
Stop. If the AAF had a team,
I swear,
if the AAF had a team in St. Louis, they would be a good Blues team because that's what his career is. It's very sad.
Okay.
All right. Back to reality.
Back to funny stuff. It's funny for Browns fans because Steeler fans are pissed. OBJ. Oh my God, I'm so jacked up about it. So you thought it was funny that guy or that kid had the cops called on him? Did you hear about this? This mother with kids called the police because this kid, after OBJ got traded, he was screaming.
Oh yeah,
running around his front yard or something. I don't want to let my kids out. I don't know what's going on yet. Can you please come and send somebody out here? Oh, yeah. He's like, man, I'm just excited OBJ's coming. Yeah, I guess what? OBJ's coming. Oh, man, I'm so excited. Who didn't see this coming? I predicted this way before Jay Glazer did, for the record. Wrote about it in Dog Pound Daily, for the record. They were training together last year and this year. Jarvis is here. Their coach from LSU is in Cleveland. He's a wide receivers coach. Come on, people. Jeez. So my thing is, okay, OBJ is here. He's here. I'm all about it. I am on board. And so is he. Did you see what he tweeted? He retweeted that picture of this Browns fan crying. He's like, man, this hit me. This hit me in my feels. He's like, I'm going to give you everything I got. He did. He retweeted it.
Good. He better.
So, boo-hoo. Peppers is gone. I'll take a top 3 receiver any day. Any day of the week over a safety who plays like a linebacker, who plays a linebacker position. That's what he was. And he's only going to excel in Greg Williams coaching, or with Greg Williams coaching him. Don't get me wrong. I love Greg Williams. He's probably one of my favorite coaches ever.
He did more with the Browns in 8 games than most coaches with the Browns that have done it.
He did, and a lot of people gave that credit to Freddie Kitchens, which offensively I think you have to.
Yeah.
Personally, I think
because he was calling the plays.
He sure was. But I think Greg Williams was kind of ran out of Cleveland, and I don't like that. I think if you would have kept him as your defensive coordinator, this offseason would have been way different.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think the Browns would have made a run at Landon Collins and would have looked to offload Peppers anyway.
Yeah.
So, the way I look at it is, nobody wanted to lose Peppers. Peppers, he was among one of the fan favorites. He had grown on the fans. He grew on me. I hated the pick initially. Hated it. Was pissed. Was actually physically angry.
I didn't mind it.
I didn't like it at all. I'm like, why are you going to draft an undersized linebacker who played safety?
But,
And then you look at the way Greg Williams ran a defense, and it worked for him, but it's not going to work in New York, so good luck.
Well, the Giants are a mess.
I mean, Landon Collins was good because, don't get me wrong, Jabril Peppers is talented. He has talent. He has skill. He is not Landon Collins. He's not. Landon Collins has talent. Landon Collins plays the way similar to what Jabril did, but he could do that with any D coordinator.
Oh yeah,
And he plays
That's why he
way better in coverage.
that's why he got the money he got.
Absolutely. You know what I thought was cool? Landon Collins went to the Redskins because he said he wanted to live up to Sean Taylor's legacy. I thought that hit me hard because I'm a huge Canes fan. When Sean Taylor died, I was like, oh man, we lost another good one.
Well, and Sean Taylor was insane for what?
Oh my God.
For 4 years, he absolutely murdered the league.
Man, I just remember that highlight of him crushing that punter.
He destroyed
in the Pro Bowl. He was full go, man. That's what you want. I miss him. Anyway, what was I saying? Peppers. He was a fan favorite. I liked him. I hated him at first, but I haven't heard a single peep about him from him since the trade.
I know. I was trying to look at his Instagram.
Nothing.
Stuff. Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
It's weird.
It's kind of pretty close to what Duke's doing. And Duke hasn't been dealt yet.
Literally, Duke's just been taking videos or just posting videos of him cooking on his Instagram. I'm not
like,
kidding.
oh, well, cooking with that sauce. Yeah, well, you haven't been on the field, so how are you going to do that, buddy? I like Duke. Going back to Canes fan. He's huge Duke Johnson fan. Guess who hasn't produced, really, in the last...
And it's not like he's going to play anytime soon because
Because you just signed Kareem Hunt. Oh, 8 games. Oh, no. So worst case scenario, you keep Duke. He's your backup. Whoop-de-doo. Kareem Hunt is, what did we look at earlier? A top
five
back?
Yeah.
Nick Chubb was
top 5.
number 1, according to Pro Football Focus, and Hunt was number 9.
Yeah.
And Hunt played 11 games last year, so...
12, I think. 11 or 12, yeah. Yeah,
And Hunt was pacing to be the leading league rusher again.
Yeah, Duke's just going to get the boot. He has to.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you deal Duke.
It's unfortunate, but...
And if you're going to keep Ogba, you keep him for depth, but you don't expect much no, you don't expect what you've been expecting from him as a starter.
No, you just get rid of him.
Yep. And I really hate that we lost Carl Nassib, but I like that OBJ is here. He's here with his best friend in Jarvis Landry and his former coach in LSU.
Mm-hmm,
I love it. I love everything about it.
Chemistry's already built with
And
those
Baker, Jarvis, and Odell all trained together in the offseason for the second year in a row.
Well, now it's actually going to happen on the field, so...
This was all before the trade happened, people. This was clear-cut going to happen. This was talked about last year. John Dorsey was like, all right, buddy boy.
Buddy boy!
All right, buddy boy, I'm going to make this happen.
And in my opinion, they really didn't give up a lot for him. I mean, granted...
No! Oh, my God!
Unless
you gave up what? What are you going to get at 17? Okay, so you'll get an elite... defender of some point. Potentially elite. That's if you draft well. There's going to be somebody there, but you got to pick him well. Or you would get what you'd probably grab N'Keal Harry at 17, which would have been great, but you just traded for OBJ.
Yeah. You got rid of OBJ, yeah. I'm talking like the perspective.
Oh yeah, I was talking about I was looking at the perspective of the Browns. What are you going to grab at 17? I mean, you could potentially grab an elite defender, but the linebacker you want out there Devin or White out of LSU, he's going to go top 10. If he doesn't, he should. Yeah. What were you reading before we started recording? He was reading something saying he was comparing him to Ray Lewis.
That's
you know who Ray Lewis is?
Kind of good. Pretty good.
A legend. I mean, Ray Lewis is arguably top 3 linebackers of all time.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, he killed guys allegedly. Or he was there for it.
I mean, he shanked defenses or offenses for his whole career. But I mean, if you
want a figurehead in the middle of your defense, that was Ray Lewis.
Yeah, I mean that's when he was coming out of college. Like this guy's like Devin White, literally supposed to be like one of the best players in the draft. So, like supposed to like slide. I mean, granted,
if he slid to 17 and the Browns weren't there to take him, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bummed. But then I'm gonna Sunday morning, first week of the year, I'm going to look at OBJ catching, 2-3 one-handed bombs from Baker, and I'm just going, oh, man. Oh, Giants fans, are you bummed? Oh.
Yeah.
And you're going to be bummed. You want to know why? Because I'm going to be ecstatic. This was one of the biggest moves in Cleveland sports history. Not Browns, sports. All of them.
Yeah. I mean, because the Indians don't do anything.
Nope, they sure don't.
And the Cavs,
Don't get me started. Basketball's dumb.
yeah,
It's the easiest sport to get the postseason in, and the Cavs aren't even going to be like halfway there this year.
Neither are the Lakers, and they have all that talent.
Oh, LeBron, it didn't pay off going to the West. Oh, no. Are you bummed? Freaking loser. You know what? I will say it now. If the Browns win one Super Bowl, with Baker, he will forever be better than LeBron James in the eyes of Cleveland fans.
Yeah, because the Cavs have never meant anything to the city besides when LeBron was here.
Yeah.
What are they this year? No one talks about them. No one goes to the games.
No one goes to the games.
I mean, seriously, granted, the Browns have sucked for a long time.
It's going on 2 decades.
People still at least support.
Yeah, people still go. Granted, you're not selling out games. I remember going to games that were blacked out, and it was rough time, people. But
I remember. I was a little kid. Yeah, I mean, it was rough. I mean, I remember we went to the Ravens game when they were home last year, and it was crazy. I mean, I don't remember.
But season ticket holders are sitting here like, they're looking at it now like, hey, we buy season tickets, we sell 2, 3, 4 games a year, we made our money back, and then some. And they are. Tickets are going to be insane this year.
Yeah.
And you look at the reasons why, and I just...
Because you're... yeah.
I'm happy.
Oh, yeah!
Cleveland is a football town. Always will be.
Yeah, to me, it goes the Browns, then the Indians, and the Cavs.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think the Cavs are even in that conversation. If Bron doesn't grow up and become a man and come to Cleveland, the Cavs are never in that conversation. Ever.
No.
Ever.
No, because... Yeah.
I mean, if he didn't come out of Akron...
Who cares?
Yeah, nobody cares. Brown's never... No. That's like... I don't even know where Zion, his hometown is, but...
I think North Carolina or something like that.
Yeah, okay, so who was he going to play for? Who's in Carolina? Anybody in Carolina? I don't even know. Yeah, who cares? Basketball's dumb. Anyway. So that's the OBJ trade. They gave up the 17th overall, a third round, the Browns' third round pick, and Jabril Peppers. Does anybody actually care?
To me, it won't matter unless they get somebody, or they get those 2 draft picks have to pan out, or this trade's a bust. Or this trade's a...
I mean, so realistically, this draft is deep. It is. It really is.
Yeah.
I look at this as 17th overall pick is a loss.
I was saying I would not be surprised if they trade out of it.
The Giants?
No, the
Browns. Yeah, you did.
I was saying that there's no point. You don't need it.
No, you don't.
I mean, granted, yeah, you could use a linebacker.
I mean, but at that point, you didn't have OBJ. So if you didn't have Odell Beckham Jr., you could use that on a receiver.
Oh yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants do.
I was going to say...
They were unhappy with OBJ. Not necessarily his production, but his overall attitude there. OBJ needed a new start. The Giants front office knew that. They did it. If they drafted a receiver at 17, I'm not going to be upset. What pisses me off about the Giants organization is that they are in complete denial that Eli Manning is a mouth-breathing goon. That he is the only reason why you guys didn't do anything significant last year. Your rookie running back, who you spent the 2nd overall pick on, right? I think it was 2nd.
Yeah.
Was Offensive Rookie of the Year, wrongfully, I might add you. And he's a running back. You spent the 2nd overall pick on a running back who produced a whole lot, but was held back in your offense, who was full of firepower, was held back because Eli struggled. Again.
And it's not like his stats show that he had a pretty...
Yeah, his stats show he had a pretty good year, but pretty good with those weapons is bad. Well, my opinion.
And the thing is, I feel like a lot of the times he played bad when it came down to the 4th quarter. Like,
yes, he was not the clutch Eli of old.
I think it was the Colts game, and it was tied in like overtime or 4th quarter. The next thing you know, they're driving down the field. He throws a pick. Like, I know it's like an anecdote, but like, I mean, I don't know if you're going 5-11. Granted, that team is. I mean, I see that the Giants, they were top heavy.
Yeah, they were. I mean, that's why Odell comes to the Browns and he's already he's the highest paid person in the locker room. He hadn't even stepped a foot in there yet, and he's already the highest paid person there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with that. If you don't produce, dude, I hope Dorsey lays the hammer on you. Let's go. I traded a whole lot for you. You better show up and show out, or you're going to get gone too. Mm-hmm. Somebody else will take him.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think it'll ever come to that.
I hope not.
No, I don't. I don't think it will. You know, you look at the Vernon trade. This happened last week. We talked about it. I still don't like Lucien Zeitler, especially after looking at Pro Football Focus again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was like the best guard.
Yeah.
Literally.
And you gain, a top 7 pass rusher in Vernon, and you have a top 5 pass rusher in Garrett. I don't know. You could try and argue that Zeitler might be on the decline, but
decline, yeah.
No. I mean, he had the best year of his career.
Yeah, and again, he
didn't have a year like that in Cincinnati. And Cincinnati's never done anything significant.
And that middle 3 it's insane.
Oh, it's insane.
Because granted, he doesn't have to carry the load. Those 3, Bitonio, Shredder, and Zeitler, they all work together.
Yes.
That's why they literally threw Hubbard and Robinson in there, because those 3 were anchoring it. That's why the run game was so effective. You can just run it up the middle, because Chubb's a great in between the tackles runner. That's what he was good at. That's why it worked. I hope.
Austin Corbett.
He better work.
He better be the glue that's going to hold this together, because you're looking at. Well, granted, the Browns made trades, but you're not trades. But they signed some free agents. We're going to talk about that here in a moment.
He can't.
But I don't think that they offload Zeitler if Corbett's not ready to go. I don't.
Yeah.
Because you arguably could have drafted a pass rusher at 17. Maybe not one of Vernon's status, a top 7 in the league, but you could have drafted a pass rusher at 17.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of them. Plenty.
This entire draft is super heavy defensively.
Athletic, pass rushing.
You know who I'm hoping the Browns take, and I'll say it right now, with the 2nd-round pick, is that corner out of Michigan State.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Justin Lane.
Yep. There you go.
Honestly, if he can put on 20 pounds, throw him at safety.
Stud. Oh, absolutely. 6'3",
200.
He'd be, 205? Let's go. He's a ball hawk. Oh, man.
Yeah,
I'm all about it. All about it. I'm all about it. I look at the Browns' defense.
It's not bad.
No, the starting 7 is, or the front 7's great.
It's not bad.
By great, I mean, it's great by Browns fans.
It's not.
It's mediocre to everybody else.
But to me,
be real about it.
Oh yeah, it's not the best. It's not. But again, if you have healthy players, it's quality. I think the problem is that injuries were kind of on and off with that defense last year.
I mean, you could argue that. I mean, Schobert, I didn't realize Schobert had like 103 tackles. Collins had 104. Collins played every game. Schobert missed 4. So, Schobert was having a career year. Again. Yeah. Schobert would have been league leader in tackles.
If he knew how to tackle most of the time.
Well, and he missed the most in the league.
That's what I'm saying.
And he still would have led the damn league.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, you're thinking, literally, he has to practice. Either he has to hit the weight.
He's got to get stronger, man. Yeah, you got to wrap up. When you wrap up, I want you to break thighs.
Like, either you have to put on some weight, like 10 pounds, or you learn how to tackle correctly again. And,
let's go, dude.
I mean, seriously, you increase your tackling or consistent percentage by a little bit, he'll be blowing the league. He'll be blowing the tackle leader or
oh my God,
out of the water.
Oh, if he doesn't miss 24, he missed the most. It broke my heart when I read that.
How many tackles did he miss?
It's 24 last year.
That's 130.
Yeah, in 11 games.
Yeah.
That beats whatever guy
Bobby Wagner, right?
No, I thought it was the kid in
Darius Leonard.
There you go. Well, don't get me wrong. That kid is skilled.
Yeah,
he is great.
He's been a steal. Yeah.
Oh man, you want to talk about talent?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge Colts fan. Whatever. I think Luck's a hideous chud. But the kid's got skill, and you look at
I respect the Colts. Like I really have no problem.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
They shove it down your throat when you don't.
Yeah.
And it's all skill. It's no talk. It's all skill, and you gotta respect it. But
yeah, their teams are like gritty. They're very gritty.
Very.
Like they're not the skill. They're not flashy.
No, but they'll ball you down. I look at going back to the Browns. Hold on. They made free agent moves. You know, like I said, we're gonna talk about it. And they added some depth stuff, but I think there are going to be some potential starting battles moving into OTAs and preseason.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it's on the offensive line specifically right now.
The offensive line right now is the key component right now.
And you can argue they're going to be okay.
They'll be serviceable.
I mean, you still got Shredder. You still have
Batonio,
who are both top 5 in their fields. Batonio's top 3.
Yeah.
Shredder's top 5.
Batonio's, if not the best guard.
Yeah.
Besides
Zeitler.
yeah.
I think it was. I think it was 1 and 2. So Hubbard, I personally feel that Hubbard is garbage. Personally,
he's getting like $6 million a year. Yeah.
I think he's hot trash, and I think that Greg Robinson needs to really step his game up this year, or that $7 million was wasted.
Or cut him in the middle of the year and save whatever you can.
Whatever you can get. But so the starting D line. Let your ears hear this. Myles Garrett, Larry Ogunjobi, Sheldon Richardson, and now Olivier Vernon. Those 4. That's great. That's a good line, guys.
Like Sheldon Richardson struggled the last few years because he's been 2 different teams and all that. But when he was on the Jets, granted, the Vikings also had a ton of talent everywhere on that defense.
They did. The talent was there.
Jets,
Sheldon Richardson, I think his production is stifled by that.
Well, he was also on the Jets when they had Muhammad Wilkerson, who's
not. He's no slouch.
Yeah, Leonard Williams.
Yep, he's great too.
Yeah, that's a good. He's been with some good players, I think.
And he's right here again.
Yeah, he's in a good position, and he's in his prime right now. He's at 28.
Yeah, they got him a 3-year contract. This should be his 3 better years. So yeah. I'm really hoping. He
is the run stopper. He's going to be guys.
Yes, he is. He's going to be the run stopper. He's going
to be running. Like, Ogunjobi's sack total could increase this year. Like Richardson's going to be lining up over the center or in that A gap, and he's going to maul that center and guard.
Oh, it's going to be great.
He better. Seriously.
You look at these 4, and then you realize that there's still 3 linebackers. You got Jannard Avery, who is a pass rusher.
Yeah,
you're gonna have 5 guys attacking the quarterback every play. Granted, he can play coverage too. Joe Schobert makes his money in coverage.
Yeah,
that's where he excels. You were talking about a linebacker coming out of Wisconsin again.
Oh yeah, T.J. Edwards. He's from Wisconsin.
Basically
6 foot.
He is Joe Schobert again.
Yeah, literally. He's like his thing was like he excels in coverage.
Joe Schobert excels in coverage.
Yeah. Pretty much like
yes,
you're comparing apples to apples.
Exactly,
right?
It's the same guy. Joe Schobert. Guess what he's done? He paced this season to lead the league in tackles, and in 2017, he was third with 110 or something. Yeah. He was third in the league. So you can say what you want. The man produces. Yes, he missed tackles. He still produces. That's how I see it.
Again. If they take him,
and you're not even talking about Christian Kirksey because I like the guy. He's a captain. He's injury prone.
Yeah, he didn't play.
You should restructure his contract, or you should probably look to cut him loose.
Yeah, either he gets healthy and plays because you're
going to use him as depth piece.
Yeah, restructure. Do like the Cowboys did with Sean Lee. Throw him as a second. He gets 3.5 or whatever.
Go. Having those fresh feet, and the man knows what he's doing. He can play the game.
He is a good linebacker.
Yes, he is
when he's healthy.
Yeah,
exactly. When he's healthy, so
stay off the IR, pal.
Yeah,
really. So you look at it like that. You take everything for what it is. The front 7 are great.
Yeah, when they're on top of their game and they're healthy, they're like top 10.
Yeah. What kills me is people are, Jabril Peppers, he was really good safety. I didn't really want to lose a good. Derek Kindred is just as good. Yeah, and Derek Kindred is more of a true safety.
Yeah, as long as he can hit, I don't care.
Derek Kindred's fine. Derek Kindred has more tackles, more breakups, and he's better overall play in fewer games, less starts than Peppers.
As long as he can produce, as long as he can be just consistent out there with Demarius Randall, I don't care.
I don't either. I'm looking at that like I think he'll be fine. I think he is as good as Peppers, and I think his ceiling is a little higher personally. So that's from what I've seen,
as long as
the stats that have been shown.
Yeah, I think
he's a little older, but whatever. Peppers started more games.
Yeah, he started right off the bat.
Peppers has started like 12 more games than him. So if you're going to tell me that Kindred has tackles and picks and passes defended, and he's got all these stats above Peppers, I'm good, man. I'm good with that.
Yeah, as long as he can play on a more consistent basis, because he's going to be starting now,
Yep.
rather than coming in for nickel dime.
And if you're worried about it, you draft a safety in second, you trade back into the second, or you grab another third-round pick and you try and grab a corner.
Yeah.
I think the defensive secondary is going to be a weak spot, personally. You got Denzel Ward, who's injury-prone.
Well, if
You call it what it is. The man gets concussed 3 times last year?
Yeah, he's got to fix that. It's all about tackling.
I think they're calling it 3, but it was actually 4.
He's got to learn how to tackle.
He's got to learn how to tackle. He should gain about 20 pounds,
And
too.
honestly, if he doesn't, I'd rather be okay if he doesn't tackle at all. Literally, try to push the guy out of bounds. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, how do you go to Pro Bowl your first year and then you missed, 3, 4 freaking games?
I don't really care if he
Man
can't.
played great.
Literally, if Steve Wilkes goes to Denzel, I'm like, listen, I don't care if the guys are inserted at you. Just get out of the way. Let him score. I don't care. Don't let the man tackle.
I don't know about that. You still got to learn how to tackle. You're in the NFL. Come on. You're a Pro Bowler. You are a Pro Bowler. You're going to sit there and let Vance McDonald just run past you again? Well, actually, he ran through him last year. But
He almost snapped his neck in
he
half.
did. Well, that's what happens when you
I know.
come out weighing as much as a wet rag. And those of you worrying about cap space, just stop it now. Browns got still $50 million and change up there.
And they're not going to use that. They're not going to use any more of that. They got to save it.
And if they were intelligent, me personally, even if you used an additional $30 million of that through the draft and additional free agents, it gives you 20. You figure draft, what do you got, 3-4 years?
Yeah.
Good with that. Free agents, you get 1, 2, 3 years tops. Still frees up all that money to come right back to you during Baker's time. Baker is going to get a crazy contract.
Whatever Mahomes get, Baker's probably going to get as much, if not
More.
Yeah.
And that's if Mahomes has a great year this year.
Yeah.
Because he won MVP last year, but guess what he is without this year?
Probably Tyreek Hill.
Literally 2 of his 3 weapons.
Yeah, if Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill should not play in the NFL this year. The man allegedly broke his son's arm. For God's sakes. Now, I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't think anybody does. It's alleged. But his kid's arm's broken.
Yeah, I mean, it just whatever.
You're going to sit there and you're going to cut Hunt because he kicked a lady that called him the N-word? You're going to cut this dude for breaking a kid's arm. Allegedly.
Well, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
And if you don't, it looks trashy. And then the Browns pick him up in a few weeks. And we're good to go.
Our starting 3, or, our starting...
Oh, man. I can't... No, stop. I can't even do it. Money is a problem for other teams. Not the Browns. Dorsey, he's setting the team up to be in the right direction for years. Contracts are coming up years down the road. Have faith. Enjoy these small victories while they're coming. Because OBJ is the beginning. Something else is coming down the pipe. I promise.
What do you think?
I think they're going to look at a high-end safety or cornerback.
Name someone. Who do you think?
I was hoping for Collins, and I don't think that'll happen now.
No.
But then again, the Browns can pay him. They could if they really wanted to. And then Earl Thomas was there, but Earl Thomas got way too much money for what he's worth. Personally, I don't think he should have got anywhere near that.
Yeah, right, yep.
I mean, you look at all these guys that got signed. They had Sheldon Richardson at 24th, according to, was it CBS Sports? Golden Tate. God. I wouldn't have mind seeing Darby come.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that would have been a really good compliment to Ward. Really good compliment. They still got money to go out and grab Ndamukong Suh. He'd be a great depth piece.
He can also just rotate with Richardson to stop the run.
Yep. And it kind of shocked me Tyrell Williams went to the Raiders. But then again, I look at it, Tyrell Williams gonna have a breakout year. You better watch that. Adrian Amos.
I'm gonna talk about these people.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, coming up later on, where Jimmy laid all that out.
Yeah, we're gonna give you all the details.
So there were plenty of guys that I thought Cleveland should have went after. They didn't. It is what it is.
To me, I don't think the Browns needed a lot of pieces. They really don't. Theoretically, they could have done nothing in free agency or they could have gotten a guy or two. Walk in the season, use the draft, and they were like, okay, let's go. They would have still been the favorites to win the AFC North, either way.
And you know what? You know what really gets me is people are against them doing that. People don't think that they're still going to win it. Steelers. The Steelers and the Steelers. Don't forget the Steelers.
But Tomlin,
Lamar Jackson, the Steelers. Mike Tomlin, the Steelers. It's like Jesus.
But how much talent do they have coming through there? That's
none.
Look at their best players.
Team is trash.
I'm just saying. Tomlin won his Super Bowls when the team that was there, the teams, were from Bill Cowher's teams. Who was there?
Exactly.
Look at the guys that were on the team. Palomalu, Hines Ward. Who else? The defense,
Santonio Holmes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willie Parker. He was good.
Yeah.
We
can keep going here, but I'm looking at you're talking free agents right now, and I'm actually kind of surprised at the guys I'm seeing. So, in Dog Pound Daily, one of the guys really likes Donald Penn.
No.
I agree. I don't like that at all.
You don't.
Even if you bring him in, you put him at right tackle.
I don't even want to do. I wouldn't even want to do that.
You pay him.
I don't even want to do that.
You see Pierre Garcon, some of the names you heard for the last few years. Timmy Jernigan, which...
That's not a bad move.
That's a 26-year-old D tackle? That's...
Yeah.
We're gonna go and click on that one. Blake Bortles. So, for those of you, because we're going to talk about this here in a minute, you know what? I'm gonna leave this for a moment, because I did set this up for later. I'm not against Blake Bortles coming in as a backup.
Yeah.
Clear that air.
Yeah, he's a young backup.
Jimmy, what do you think? What do you think about Clay Matthews?
I don't.
Is he an upgrade over Christian Kirksey?
If he
at 33.
I don't know.
They see that. That's what I said. Oh, well, you would bring Clay Matthews home. It's like his dad. Yeah, but now you're talking money and stats, and I need production. The man's 33. He hasn't produced what we wanted him, what has been expected in Green Bay his entire career.
If I were to take, I would take Nick Perry out of the. I would take him. He's younger, just a little bit younger.
He's 4 years younger by a little bit in football terms. 4 years is freaking is a career.
Yeah, it's not a name it's a household name, but like depth.
Nick Perry is not a household name. Nobody knows who he is.
Yeah,
I don't know who he is. He was 20th overall pick. I never knew that. Clay Matthews 26th. Who knew that? I didn't. Timmy Jernigan, second round. Went second round.
Yeah, I remember Timmy.
He's not a sack machine.
No, he's a run stopper.
He sure is. I'm good with run stoppers. And you look at the production from Clay Matthews, guys. It's just not great. It's not. He's declined a lot. Last year was his worst year. By far.
And again, he's struggling to actually learn how to tackle.
Yeah, he is. I'm done with that.
Great.
I'm good. Miss me. And then you got Nick Perry, who is not a sack guy.
He's not a starter either. He's just a backup.
Yeah. And the Browns need depth at linebacker. I'm okay with that. I would be just fine with that.
That's what I'm saying. To me, the Browns, I've been saying this. The Browns really only need depth at this point.
Yeah.
They don't need to break the bank for much people. They don't.
They shouldn't.
Yeah, there's no need to.
No. If you're going to grab somebody, you go for somebody younger. Timmy Jernigan at 26. You're going to pay somebody young.
Yeah.
Don't pay. Don't look at me and pay a 32-year-old for a 4-year deal.
Yeah.
At $50 million, and I'm going to call you a fool. And I don't think Dorsey is that, so.
No, because he knows the window for most of these players is not long. And
Isaiah Crowell. He's like 26.
I know, I was thinking.
It sucks to suck, pal.
Bring back Phil Dawson.
Oh, look at you, Phil.
Might as well.
Shit, I'd be okay with Matt Bryant. Danny Shelton, get out of here. Jesus. No, you look at these guys and you wonder who could actually make an impact.
Manti Te'o, he's been doing pretty well. Besides, the fact that he doesn't know what his girlfriend looks like. I mean,
yeah, but if he was doing good enough, in New Orleans, they would have kept him. It's New Orleans. I just remember watching that championship game and watching how slow he was.
He's come along pretty well though. Well, not last year.
Well, he played 5 games. He only started 2. Jeez.
Well, actually, I thought he was actually playing. Well, I take that back.
He is hot garbage.
Well, when he plays most of the year, he's not bad.
No, he's bad. I would not want that. Yeah, I'm okay with what the Browns got right now. You want to add depth? Good to go. I'm good about it. We're going to talk about some of this depth that they've added. Adarius Taylor. He averaged 6 tackles a game last year while starting on a really bad Tampa Bay defense.
6th worst to be exact.
6th worst defense. What was it? Yards allowed?
Yeah, total yards.
He's a depth linebacker. And if he comes out of camp good,
Yeah.
he might take over for Kirksey.
Yeah, take rotating snaps or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Great.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. I mean, and if not, his main job with Tampa Bay was mainly a special teams guy. Throw him at special teams.
Throw him out there.
Let him play.
He averaged 6 tackles, and his main role was special teams. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely.
Between starting for over Levante David last year because David got hurt, he played fine for a guy just to come out of the blue and who really never had that much experience.
I agree.
Like, that is fine in my opinion.
Yep.
You didn't break the bank. This is a good guy just to say, hey, you're not going to start, or you could,
I mean, you could, but
you're not bad.
no, statistically, he's not bad. And you look at him. Pro Football Focus hates him, but I mean, as a Browns fan, you don't want to believe it. So I'll take it for what it's worth. I mean, they got Vontaze Burfict in Cincinnati as 83 overall as a linebacker. I think that's crazy, but whatever. They got, Taylor, Adarius, 91st linebacker.
Yeah.
I'm not big on that, but then again, these guys, they do something that we don't know.
I mean, if it's just his general stats, not this, all that mumbo jumbo. I mean, just like when it comes to like meat and potatoes, when you look at his basic stats, his tackles, I'm fine with that. I don't need to know, as long as he can come in, not miss many tackles, do his job, fine, go ahead, sign him. Give him 2.5. I don't care.
I'm all about it.
Yep.
I am all about that.
Who's the next guy?
Demetrius Harris out of Kansas City. He's mainly a blocking tight end. Browns, they needed that. They let go of Darren Fells, tried to trade him. Nobody wanted him. He's older. It's no knock on Darren Fells. He did what was asked of him last year.
Yeah, he was a fine piece.
He did just fine last year. He did what the team asked of him, and he caught clutch passes when it was needed.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at Demetrius Harris is 44th overall tight end for what it's worth. And it's because, I'm pretty sure it's because of his run blocking. And there it is. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. So you got to take it for what it is.
Like, because I was thinking the Browns need to either split out Njoku just in normal formations, and if they need a guy inside, throw Harris in there.
Yep.
The guy's already opened the blocking. His entire career has been a blocking tight end because Travis Kelce's been doing the passing and the catching.
And you could even argue on some wide out plays. They're going to split him out, and he's going to collapse down on a D end.
Yeah.
He's going to help the tackle.
Yeah.
And there you go. And I mean, you could do a whole lot of stuff with that. He's younger, he's faster.
Yeah, and it's
not like he doesn't have hands. He's not running around with pegs.
Mm-hmm.
He can catch balls too. So
he'll be exactly what a Darren Fells is.
He'll be a younger, faster Darren Fells,
which is fine.
I'm great with that.
Yeah.
And you come to Sheldon Richardson. We talked about him briefly earlier.
Yeah,
he was a free agent pickup. This is big.
Yeah, he said this was clear cut that the Browns were not looking for a D tackle in this draft whatsoever.
Which shocks me, But I get it. They didn't get him for. I mean, like they signed him for pretty cheap.
Honestly, this was one of the better deals in free agency. You didn't overpay him, and
Nope.
you know what you're going to get.
Yep, absolutely.
He is that run stopper, which I think that this draft. I don't know if they offered much. I mean,
No.
there was Quentin Williams is the only definitive run stopping D tackle,
God, he's so good.
and he's not going to be there at 17. He won't even be there at 5. So
I don't think so. I think
me-
if you're the Jets and you pass on him, you're dumb.
I think Sheldon Richardson, he's a run stopper.
Yep.
And he has experience with very good defenses in this. And
Yeah, he's been in the middle of very good defenses for his entire career.
yeah, front fours, he'll be fine.
He'll be. Oh, I'm 100%.
He should help Ogunjobi. Him and Ogunjobi can take up the middle. I mean, it's going to
Yeah,
be...
they're gonna be taking double teams all day.
No,
They're gonna be switching on and off. It's gonna be great.
Ogunjobi should have a breakout year.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
So should Garrett.
Yeah. I mean, all 4 of them could theoretically.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, it'll vary each week,
But Ogunjobi's like, I'd say like the weak link when he's really not. But if he...
but he's the most unproven.
Yeah, I'm just
He's
saying.
the newest part.
I'm just saying he could be the guy if he could really bring this defense, the front 4, to a new level.
I agree.
He could be that. I mean, and I think he can be. He's shown he can play.
I agree.
I mean, the one game against the week 2 against the Saints, he had 3 sacks. 3 against Max Unger, who's
One of the best centers in the league.
who just retired. So have a nice vacation, and
Yeah, we'll see you next year when you come back or something. I don't know. These guys seem to retire and come back anymore.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
But I think Ogunjobi could and he should have a big year.
I agree. I'm really hoping to see that from him. Next, we have Kendall Lamb. So a lot of you don't know who he is, and neither did I.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was on the team.
I had no idea. Houston let him go, which it's the Texans, so that's not a great sign.
Considering that their
They have
offensive
the
line.
worst offensive line in the league. However, Pro Football Focus has him ranked better than Greg Robinson. So take that for what it's worth.
Yeah.
He was the best tackle on Houston last year,
That's not saying much.
which is insane much, but he was the best. And based on what his play,
Yeah, he could.
he's the highest ranked tackle that the Browns have right now, according to Pro Football Focus.
Yeah, he should be walking.
He has potential to start.
Yeah, if he walks in with a chip on his shoulder, he could probably start. He probably will start if he comes in, does what he's supposed to do.
I agree. I think
Then that that gets rid of Chris Hubbard and saves you cap space. That's $6 million in cap.
and even if you keep Hubbard, you keep him for depth.
Or then you restructure him to give him 2 or 3. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not huge on Hubbard. I mean, I don't really care for Chris Hubbard much.
Not as a starter.
No, I mean you're gonna back him up. Back him up, buddy.
Yeah, have fun with that.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean that's as far as I go there. So you picked up a tackle, and then they picked up a guard, and Eric Kush. So he's 29. He's a little older than I'd want, but he's about the same
he's
as
solid.
Kendall Lamb. He's middle of the road. He's a workable tackle.
Yeah,
or a workable guard. I'm sorry, Kush is a guard.
Yeah, he'll be probably back up behind Corbett, or unless if Corbett really
or if Corbett is hot garbage, I would expect Eric Kush
to be
if
starting.
if they don't draft somebody to start.
Yeah, put Corbett on his throat a little bit, make him move, do something. I think it actually might be what Corbett needs, because I think last year was a joke. There's no reason for him not playing any at all last year.
Corbett?
Yeah,
I know he was hurt on and off, but
that's no. I mean, if you're coming in and you're supposed to be starting,
and you can play anywhere on the line,
yeah,
why was Hubbard at right tackle?
Yeah, I think
that's where that's
Kush and Hubbard and or whoever he's playing for.
So then you have to ask yourself: was the Zeitler trade they forced themselves into a trade to make room for this kid?
I
think right now that the room was made. You got to fill it.
Yeah, and you gotta be pretty good.
You need. I mean, like I'm not looking for 6th best overall guard.
No,
I'm looking for like top 20.
Yeah, he has to be above average.
You have to be above average. Because if Baker keeps getting smashed, you will be hated real quick. Nobody's going to hate John Dorsey. They're going to hate you.
in which that shouldn't even be a problem because he is going to be a right guard. If he's
Yeah,
giving
I
up,
think he'd be right guard.
if he's giving up tackles at the right guard, there is a problem, a big problem.
Yeah, I agree. So we were going to talk about Ryan Fitzpatrick and how he hasn't signed anywhere, but we just had a news alert that he has signed.
He went to Miami. He's probably retiring after this year. He's probably
He's got 2-year contracts
he's getting his summer home ready.
with incentives. Has worth up to $20 million.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know why Miami. That's kind of.
I'm pissed. I really wanted Blake Bortles, or I'm not Blake Bortles. Well, we were going to talk about him in a minute, but Ryan Fitzpatrick. I really wanted him as a backup.
Because he's a great backup.
He is a great backup, and he showed it last year. He was such a good backup that he pushed Jameis Winston out of a starting spot for a couple games.
On and off for like the whole year, which made no sense.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston is overrated garbage.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I also think that Cam Newton's overrated to an extent, so what are you going to do?
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, you can't throw much anymore with that bum shoulder. So.
Well, Winston doesn't like to run. That's why I think he could be good. It's just, again, Dirk Cutter is not the best guy to coach. I don't know. Maybe Arians is the guy. We'll see.
We will see. But Fitzpatrick signed. He's not coming to Cleveland. That sucks. Blake Bortles, though, as a backup,
Yeah.
you're not going to sign him to some mega deal.
No, not what he got with Jacksonville.
No, you're going to get like an eighth of that. You're going to. I mean, now I'm good with giving him 2-3 years,
15 million.
15 tops. Here you go, pal.
You get to sit the bench.
Here you go. You're going to ride the pine. And when we call up, or if we ever call you to step up.
No, you'll start week 17.
Yeah.
You'll start week 17.
Right when everybody's trying to rest, get ready for playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean.
That'll be pretty close to what that is.
Yep.
So, yeah, we just got to be wary of that. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to overall NFL free agency. A little stuff that everybody's done.
No, a little dabble in the doodle.
Yeah, a little, dabble and schwabble. Plenty of players were overpaid. This is what happens every year in free agency. Trent Brown, well overpaid. All he is, he's going to be the younger replacement for Donald Penn.
Yeah.
Good luck there, Oakland.
I hope he's good, because I don't want to see Derek Carr, have his other knee bent backwards.
I like Derek Carr. I like Derek Carr a lot. I think people hate him, and that bothers me.
Again, yeah, but they don't understand that Oakland's just
the defense is what's holding them back.
Their offense was awful.
Their offense was bad too.
But now their offense actually has potential.
Offense guy, I think Tyrell. Like I said it before, Tyrell Williams is going to be an underrated guy this year. He's going to be a huge fantasy commodity.
Yeah, I mean, granted, if Oakland uses their picks right, they play their cards right, this team could be like a 6-10. They will definitely be an improvement. I mean, granted, you're getting
if you don't draft anybody on defense, you'll go 6-10. You draft defense. You draft quality defensive members at all levels.
Yeah.
I mean, what you got the 4th overall pick.
Yeah,
you got 2 others in the 1st. There is plenty of room for you to go and grab talent.
Mm-hmm. You also you just got
especially in the 1st round of this draft.
Yeah, either you
better capitalize or else Gruden's gonna be looking at the door.
No, they can't because he's already in a long.
I'll pay him, yeah, but it doesn't matter. This will be year 2, 3. Oh, what, a 10 at $100 million?
No, 2 or no year. No, this is gonna be year 2. No, I mean you have 3 picks. You gotta get 2 out of the 3 right.
I think you need to hit on all 3.
Oh, I'm just saying, but like Bear
in the 1st round. Come on.
I mean, your 4th overall pick has to hit. You have to hit it on the head.
Oh yeah, if you have a chance at that linebacker, you gotta take him.
You take
you know
what you do? You get at that 4th spot. You take.
Well, who's gonna be there? Because a lot of people are thinking Arizona's gonna take Murray, which is a huge mistake.
Okay, here's if either 4th round is you either get
4th round, 4th overall.
4th overall, you get Quentin Williams is still there. You take him. Obvious.
That's not a question.
That's not even debatable. Then you take those 2 picks, those 2 back end picks. You move up and take that linebacker. You already got 2 premier defensive players.
In the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, because there's the middle of your
take them to give them to whoever wants 24 and was it 27. We'll give you those 2. We want your pick and move up to 12.
Maybe even pair him with somebody else. Pair it with something.
Yeah.
But you'd have to move into the top 15.
You have to get in my opinion, you have to get in the top 12 to get Devin White. I think he will not be there past 12. I don't know. I'm just saying, if Devin White's that good, you have to move up.
You have to move up because a lot of people have him going
He won't be
top 10 or 10, 11.
Yeah.
A lot of people have him going to Cincinnati. That would piss me off.
If he goes to Cincinnati, I'll be pretty upset.
I would be very upset. I don't want to play him twice a year for the rest of for the next.
Well, his career will get ruined in Cincinnati.
I agree.
Well, so then you ordered the Jets. They have C.J. Mosley. He is probably the most coveted linebacker coming into free agency. I thought he was personally going to resign with the Ravens. I thought he fits best
I did
there.
too.
But again, I don't blame the Ravens for not resigning him because $17 million a year is too much. I said
17 is way too much.
I said cap it off at 14 at the most. Granted, he'll be a good piece in New York. I don't see him being bad, but $17 million a year.
No, he'll do good with the Greg Williams defense, but
I mean, they already got good pieces there, at least.
yeah, it's not like the Jets have a really good making for a solid defense.
Yeah,
But I don't think that.
they're just not all around strong.
But now you're overpaying for a middle linebacker.
Yeah, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll produce, but he's
seven-
not worth 17.
Oh no. And then Earl Thomas goes to Baltimore. I was skeptical from the start about getting Earl Thomas after you brought up to getting Earl Thomas, but I'm like, now after breaking your leg twice.
I mean, and both times were career threatening.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just I don't want a safety that's 30 years old who broke his leg twice. It's not like it was
And
just
who just got a huge contract.
4
and
years.
a lot of it was guaranteed.
Yep, that's again. Granted, Eric Weddle is 34, but he's producing.
He's not injury prone.
Exactly. He was consistently playing his last 2-3 years in the Baltimore.
Yes.
So again, it's a risk. I mean, he could pay off. If he pays off, great. I mean, that's a steal because you're going to get a guy, one of the best safeties in the league. But again, that's a risk for a lot of money.
Yeah, good luck, Baltimore.
Next, Nick Foles.
He's got arguably the best nickname in the league. I think it's funny. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, we can't say
I mean,
it.
we could, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
You got a contract. Yeah.
It's worth more than the Jaguars' net worth after last year. 4 years, $88 million, and like 50s guaranteed. Well, buddy boy, you better produce.
Yeah, you better produce day one.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
And I don't.
To me that is a huge investment after Blake Bortles flopped.
I'm pretty I don't hate Nick Foles,
But
at the end of the day, Nick Foles is a career backup,
he's getting paid he's gonna be in like the top 10 most paid quarterbacks in the NFL.
and he's not worth that. He's not even. He's not.
He's worth maybe.
I would rather pay Ryan Fitzpatrick over Nick Foles.
I'm not paying neither of them $22 million.
Not a year, absolutely not.
I'd rather shoot my shot at a quarterback in the draft because at least you're gonna save money. Then you can use that to build a team.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about that. That great defense that they have, which is elite when it comes together.
The Jaguars, on
Yeah.
paper, they just got to show it.
Yeah. Again. Well, they did the year prior. Again, it's just Blake Bortles wasn't enough for the Jaguars to get over that hump to the Super Bowl.
That is true. I think Honey Badger. I like him.
Yeah. Tyrann
Matthew, whatever. It's goofy. It's dumb. You don't say it like that. Looks to heal some secondary woes with the Chiefs. 14 a year though. 14 million a year.
And he's had his injury story. He's not. He is a good safety when healthy.
Yeah, but he's injury prone too.
Yeah. The problem is that they lost one of their better corners in Steven Nelson. They released
And Eric Berry, which I can't believe he's not on a team right now.
Someone's gonna sign him
Oh
eventually.
yeah, come on. How do you not sign Eric Berry?
Yeah, he's still good. Again, he didn't play much last year. I think that's what it's kind of. He's one of the best strong safeties in the league.
Yeah, when he's healthy.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I
don't know. I look at it like there's a lot of contract left there for Barry. What? Oh, wow. Well, when you look at that, it makes it real easy. He's played 3 games in 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
You can't argue the facts.
It's unfortunate because the guy's done. He's been through a lot, but I mean, again, you can't.
And he's a sure tackler. You look at all them tackles,
Yeah, and
they're all solo.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah, if he's healthy, he's one of the best, if not one of the best strong. He's probably, well,
His last full year in the league, he had 4 picks. He's got 14 in his career.
yeah, his best, y'all. Yeah,
He's only played 4 full seasons or 5 full seasons. It's just sad. That's sad to see, man.
especially because he has a lot of talent there too.
Yes, he does. All right. Well, I now understand. And he's 30. All right. Well, never mind. We'll backpedal.
Well,
on
if you're
Eric Berry.
if you're gonna pay Earl Thomas all that money,
you can argue paying Eric Berry half of that.
oh yeah, you any much. Then yeah, you can pay him any much.
Yeah.
Next, the Broncos, they paid a hefty amount for a decent tackle in Juwan James at $13 million a year. Honestly, I saw this at first and I was looking. I'm like, I never heard of this or offensive tackle. I don't get the move. I think they need linemen. I don't know much about the Broncos offensively because they
No, I mean, what I know about the Broncos offensively is Philip Lindsay was
an animal.
an absolute animal, and he was unexpected. And if you look at his ratings in Madden, you know, when you go to play the game, he's just a bum. He's like 4th on the depth chart.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the kid worked hard. The kid earned it.
Yeah.
But that when you look at the Broncos, that's it. They had Demaryius Thomas for some of the year. Let him go.
Cortland Sutton.
Emmanuel Sanders, he's old, and I don't see him doing much this year.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton should have a breakout.
Sutton
Is
underrated.
I liked him last year. I'm like, if he's there, you gotta take him.
Cortland Sutton is a solid pick.
But yeah, but he's not gonna do much because Joe Flacco was quarterback. But anyway,
Agreed.
but I don't know, Joanne James. I don't know. I feel like you can get a tackle in the draft cheaper, especially when they're in position. I mean, they're in the middle of the pack. They could take offensive tackle if they had to, or trade back and get him. I don't
know. About 10th overall? They're not going to take a tackle at 10. They've already said we're going to take the best available player. They're taking a quarterback at 10. They're taking a lock. They're taking a Daniel Jones. They're taking a guy that's not going to do anything in the pros at 10. Unless you have the absolute best pieces possible to develop his game. And you cannot start him.
Yeah,
you cannot start him day one. Joe Flacco is a bust. He is an absolute bust. He knows it. They know it.
He's not a bust. He's just gonna be. He's a bridge. It's gonna be a Tyrod Taylor situation.
Win what? 2.5 games?
I don't know.
I disagree.
He's walking into the same situation as he was in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson gets picked. Then.
Oh yeah, but for the sake of whoever they draft at 10, I hope they don't Tyrod Taylor him.
Yeah.
Because he's going to get killed.
Oh, yeah.
There is nobody coming out in this draft, aside from Dwayne Haskins, who is going to succeed in the NFL. And only Dwayne will do it if he has the right pieces around him. If they let him sit for the year and they're going to play Eli and they want to lose and lose and lose and lose and tank, and they've already said they don't want to draft Dwayne, you're dumb.
Good. Let the Giants.
You're going to tank for Tua. That is awful. You are New York.
Let them. I don't care. They're making the Browns OBJ trade look that much better.
Yes.
So.
It's almost shocking when you actually see it. You know you can't contend. You can't even compete in your division.
In your division, it's not bad, but it's not good either. Like the Eagles, they had a down year last year.
Yep. And I think that you could argue they're going to have a down year this year.
Yeah, because they keep on losing their pieces.
Yep.
Cowboys, they
come on.
They should be.
They should win the division.
Their offense is built to go to the playoffs. They're not going to. Because I don't believe that can get them to
I don't think. I mean, you can get to the playoffs. You're not going to win. Personally.
Like, they can run the ball and they can play defense. That's all they're going to do.
Yeah, but you can't keep riding on Zeke.
Yeah.
The man's going to cripple eventually.
Yeah.
You cannot keep feeding him the way you are. The running back is the most... it's got the shortest shelf life in the league. Always has.
Yeah.
You cannot continue to ride him and expect the same results year after year after year. And then eventually, Zeke can't take the heat. He was taking the heat. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And now you're going to sit there and, where's Dak?
Yeah.
Dak was never there.
or he's there enough to win a few games or some games.
You could say a few games, yeah.
A few, some. I mean,
Dak could do it. I don't think he's capable to do it every season.
I mean, I don't.
Year after year.
I mean, to me, the Cowboys are never going to win a Super Bowl.
Zeke rises to the occasion. Zeke wins. Dak is a leader to the extent of how good Zeke plays. And when Zeke plays bad and he has to play good, he has the ability to step up every now and then, but he can't do it every single game.
No, he's...
And he is not as good as his defense, personally.
No, their defense, like, their offensive, like...
Throughout the year, their defense was great. At the end of the year, their defense struggled bad.
Yeah, and I think... I don't know what to say about that. I mean, granted... They also gotta make sure they keep DeMarcus Lawrence too. If they lose DeMarcus Lawrence, they lose that pass rusher.
Oh, absolutely. You can't do that.
Nope.
But moving on to free agency, Trey Flowers, $18 million a year for 5 years.
Yeah.
What's that gonna help the Lions do?
Go 7-9.
Sure is. Come on, man.
Like that's their only free agent signing, I think, or it's one of
18. He's a D end, isn't he?
Yes.
Or an edge.
Yeah, edge guy. Yeah. Granted, to me, the move makes sense because he was good in Matt Patricia's defense when he was in New England. It makes sense.
Matt Patricia is not a bad coach. I actually like Patricia as a coach. What I don't like is...
The Lions are just not a good organization.
They're a trash team. Matthew Stafford was underutilized, and Matthew Stafford, it might be one of the biggest crimes in the NFL, is an underrated quarterback. Well, yeah, Calvin Johnson and him should have done so many more matches.
Well, yeah, he can't do anything when it's only him and Calvin Johnson. Or him. Yeah, it was literally those two. And think about it.
With no offensive line. Stafford was getting getting bent over and pushed in game after game.
And they drafted Taylor Decker, who's been pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, their defense is at Glover Quinn, Darius Slay, but still, they don't have enough.
No, they don't. And I mean, this might do it, but...
No,
18 a year? At 18 a year, you cut yourself out of another solid piece or an okay guy for a couple years, or even a depth piece. I mean, come on, man. 18. At some point, you're just choking out the rest of your team.
That's what he's doing because he knows he's going to get the money from the Lions because he's like, hey,
jeez.
I work in your scheme. Give me.
He's like, come on, Matt. I'm good, dude.
Yeah, you know me. Pay me. You know me. Pay me.
Let's move on to some positives. Well, we got a little bit of time left here. We're running over just a tad, but
on the positive side, I thought the Packers did really well in free agency. Getting
Preston Smith was a good pick.
At the price they got him, I think he was a steal.
Zadarius Smith got way more money than he needed.
And he's not even that good compared to Preston Smith.
No,
Preston Smith was one of the better ones, and he's been more consistent.
Zadarius Smith on the Packers is going to be a bust.
He'll be fine because I think him and Preston Smith are gonna they're gonna work together. Obviously,
I got my issues with Zadarius Smith,
but again, if you're gonna pay a guy that's ranked worse than Preston Smith, according to Pro Football Focus, more money in the exact same amount of time by like $8 to $10 million, that's disrespectful to Preston Smith.
It sure is.
I mean, congratulations to Zadarius' agent and good job, but yeah. Then they got
Adrian Amos Jr.
They got him
as a steal. They mugged this man.
I don't know if his agent was that bad. Or
I think his agent had eye work done, and he couldn't see that the contract's at 37. The dude's 25.
4 years, $37 million. That is a steal for a top 10 safety.
Yeah, he's gonna want more eventually, or he's gonna want to trade out of Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers decides to retire.
Yeah, then they bring in Deshaun Kaiser to lead him to the promised land.
Throwing pick after pick after pick.
One of the hefty contracts in free agency. Landon Collins got a lot of money, 6 years, $84 million. But I think it's a positive because he's a top 10 safety, if not top 5. I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
And you got him at $14 million a year. $14 million a year is pretty good, I would say.
It's not awful. At 14 a year, I think he's worth 14 a year.
And you get him until he's 31. So
it's not bad.
I think, granted, if he's not going to probably give you $14 million a year in value every year, but I feel he's going to give you production.
Yeah. Oh man, people are making fun of Ryan Fitzpatrick landing and starting. He's starting in Miami. That's why he got so much.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, they're making fun of him. No, stop. That fits magic. Sorry, I didn't mean to break into there.
No.
Landon Collins is a legit sign. $14 million a year, you pay that man.
And to me, it's crazy because the Redskins are. To me, I don't get it. Like, the Redskins don't do anything.
No.
You don't.
I mean, what, they had DJ Swearinger, and he was okay, but defensively, Collins...
No, they cut him because he said something bad about the defensive coordinator's play calling.
Yeah, it was trash. That's why your team sucks.
That's why your team goes 6-10 every year.
Yeah, that's why, you go 500 at best.
Yeah.
Granted, you went through 15 quarterbacks last year, but...
Yeah. And you saw Alex Smith's leg just go...
Oh, man.
Look like a voodoo doll.
Dude had to sell his soul just to keep his leg.
So it looked like a voodoo doll. He just took the leg and... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I respect why he went there, but, like, he's not going to accomplish anything there, really.
I don't think so either. I mean, yeah, he'll be a tackle hawk because he's the only one that knows how to rap.
Yeah, and they lost Preston Smith, so they lost.
Yeah,
they lost.
Yeah, you're getting your secondary every. That's a bad move. The money's good. You'll be able to produce, but at what cost?
Yeah, he's not gonna win.
No.
In my opinion, the Raiders we both agree that Tyrell
Williams was an underrated guy. He really was,
well, yeah.
And the Browns were talking about grabbing him. I don't think he would have excelled as a true number 1 in Cleveland.
No, because he's
going to excel as a number 2 in Oakland.
Yeah, because he's going to he'll be a red zone threat as well as AB being AB.
Yes.
I mean, giving Carr 2 weapons in their prime still.
Yep.
He should be fine. Now, yeah, I get the offense. Well, Trent Brown's good. You shouldn't have much problems on your line. He should be fine. Now you don't have a running game. Got to get a running back at some point.
Yep.
Get the Josh Jacobs from Alabama or one of the other guys from Alabama. Take one of those guys. Throw him as a starter. Doesn't need to be that good. Needs to be mediocre. Set the play action up. You'll be fine. They also got a good safety in Lamarcus Joyner. Their defense is bad. They got rid of Khalil Mack for
I guess player to be named later.
And yeah. I mean, yeah, you get 2 draft picks from Khalil Mack, but Khalil Mack's Khalil Mack. I mean,
you can't.
He's to me, he's the closest thing to LT. He's that good to the defense. Look, he took the Bears defense.
By LT, you're referring to.
Yes, he's been that good.
All right.
I've been saying that Khalil Mack's the real deal. He deserved the money he got. But yeah, they got a good safety in Lamarcus Joyner. Not a household name, obviously, but he'll be fine. I think he'll fill in a good hole there, which they have plenty at their defense.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the Raiders needed that piece.
Then the Broncos, Vic Fangio keeps his slot corner.
Bryce Callahan. I wrote and I talked about him on the show. I wrote about it for Dog Pound Daily. He would have been a nice pickup. No, he's not.
He's a slot.
He's a slot corner. He's not your number 2 corner.
I mean,
he's a slot corner. And you bring him out in nickel packages. That is it.
Yeah, Vic Fangio must have had some good persuasion to get him for $7 million a year.
That's not bad.
I'm surprised no one paid him more. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because he was one of the better corners.
Yeah.
According to Pro Football Focus, he was like a top 10 corner. So.
Yeah. Then the Giants got their replacement for OBJ with Golden Tate. Whew.
Oh.
4 years, 37. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he got way too much money for being that. I have never been high on Golden Tate. Just saying, I've never.
He's efficient. I think it's not. I think it's a sign. It's a good money saving signing. You get someone to replace him, not to the same level, but he'll.
Yeah, but he can act as the number 1.
He'll be the number 1,
and he'll allow Sterling Shepard to have his numbers.
Yeah,
and Sterling Shepard will still do his thing, which is fine.
Yeah,
but Shepard is not a 1, and in my opinion, Golden Tate is not a true 1.
No, he's not. But he's gonna have to.
Yeah, you got to step up, buddy boy.
Yeah, he'll be. I don't see him being bad. It's just again, who's Eli throwing to him?
Yeah, good luck catching that.
To me, this was the biggest.
Steal. Oh man!
Like, if Adrian Amos got mugged, Tevin Coleman
got his wallet stolen and his social security card and his birth certificate got robbed right off.
I don't know why, but he got $5 million a year. To me, he is.
Tevin Coleman is
I mean, I know he hasn't played as a starter because he was on Atlanta with Devontae Freeman.
But he could be.
But, I mean, you look at it, he goes to any other team he's starting.
I agree.
I mean, you look at him, he looks like he's a 3-down back.
Yes, I would take
I would take him over Freeman as well.
I'd take him over Duke Johnson.
Oh, I would take, yeah.
And Duke is a potential starter on any other team.
Yeah. Tevin Coleman's a power back. He can move. He would be a starter on any other team.
Pass catcher, he can catch out of the backfield just fine.
Yeah, I mean that's what Devontae Freeman does better than Coleman. And granted, that's why they got rid of Tevin Coleman because Matt Ryan throws the ball. They're not going to sell Devontae Freeman when he does better than that.
Exactly.
But yeah, Tevin Coleman to the 49ers. They got a good 3 running back system going on right now. They better be running heavy.
I agree.
That actually does really well for Jimmy G in terms of giving him a running game, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. It takes a little bit of heat off him. Maybe he won't need a new knee.
Yeah.
So, moving on. Clinton Dix. He's the replacement for Adrian Amos in Chicago with a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
I don't hate that, but he's not Adrian Amos.
Yeah.
That's what that is. I mean, it's a replacement, but it's a...
He'll be service. Yeah. He's getting like a third of what Amos is making in a year. So
great. You're saving money, but you're losing a lot of talent.
Yeah. The Jets then add a solid slot receiver in Jamison Crowder.
I think that's a good sign for them.
Yeah,
I don't like the Jets personally. I think that Sam Darnold is.
Yeah.
I think he'll be a middle of the road guy eventually.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think
I guess because Colin Cowherd liked him so much, I just want him to burn in fire.
Yeah. Well, what turned me off about him was the OSU game he got.
Oh man, he got rocked. How do you sit there and you're like, oh, that's our quarterback of the future? Yeah. The dude got smoked.
Yeah. Then
to a trash defense.
Yeah. I was high on him. Then he played Ohio State. I'm like, forget it.
I mean, like what? You had Denzel Ward. Yeah, I think Denzel picked him off that game, but
USC got slaughtered that game. It was bad.
It was hysterical.
Yeah. That's why Baker went number 1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Then another slot receiver,
Adam Humphries, who a lot of people thought was going to come to Cleveland.
I see. I don't know. I've heard I know he's from Tampa, or he played in Tampa Bay. I mean, I never heard much about him in Tampa Bay. I know he's solid.
Yeah, but he went to it's subpar Titans team. The offense, you got Derrick Henry.
But his numbers are not going to be that good because they run the ball.
Yep.
Marcus Mariota is not good.
I think Marcus Mariota is very overrated.
Yeah, he's trash. He's straight up trash.
Yes.
That's why the Titans signed Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for $9 million a year, he should be okay. I mean,
but for $9 million a year, you are making $9 million a year to be half of what you were.
But that's it.
And he was high. He was big news.
And he's probably laughing to the bank because
he's like, ha.
Yeah, he's gonna let Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Just carry his way to
his
7-9 season maybe.
Yeah. Then the Bills added 2 solid receivers in John Brown and Cole Beasley. They're both slots though, so I don't.
Yeah, but I think John Brown could be a number 2.
Yeah,
John Brown, he plays a lot of slot, but John Brown...
Oh, yeah, he's good. I like
Cole
him.
Beasley is a slot.
And they have Zay Jones, who's solid, but I think he's been hurt. He got hurt last year. But, I think...
you see that, you see that as proven weapons in their own systems, but they play the same position.
Mm-hmm.
They are true... They have potential to be true slot guys. Cole Beasley's a slot guy. John Brown's going to be a number 2.
Right.
And I don't know who their number 1 is in
I think it's good. I just think it's good to give Josh Allen some weapons. Granted, they're not the best, but it's like, you have someone you can at least rely on. You don't have to, I think, break the bank. They're fine. They'll do their job.
Zay Jones their number 1?
Yeah, I think so.
God, that's rough. That is rough. Cole Beasley was rated 34. 34th best receiver by Pro Football Focus. That is sad, people. Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. Anyways, I think it was a good deal for both of them. They'll be fine. Then the
come on, let's end on a high note here.
Yeah, famous SoundCloud rapper.
He's famous.
An ex-NFL star. Le'Veon Bell is returning to NFL. He's going to play football next year for the New York.
He put his SoundCloud career on hold. The last I heard.
Yeah. He just released his album. Check it out. Hey, if you want to give us a sponsor, just call us up.
Little skirty skirt.
Yeah. If you want us to sponsor you, Le'Veon, just call us up.
Yeah.
He's returning. He's going to play for the Jets for around $13.5 million a year. Not a bad year, or a bad contract considering.
No, it's a good contract for the Jets. It's a stupid one for him.
Yeah. he lost money, but whatever. But a big year off is a big risk to take because you don't know what you're gonna get in terms of his health and where he's at. But yeah, Jets will be fine.
Just came in. I mean, right now. Montez Sweat, his combine, was it prelims or his combine exams revealed he has a pre-existing heart condition. Guess who just dropped out of the first round?
Yeah.
Maybe out of the NFL.
No, because remember the Maurice Hurst from Michigan? He had the
Nope.
same. He had a heart condition. He was supposed to be like a top 10 pick, then he dropped down in like 32nd.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be
You
rough.
sit there and you break records. You do all that. You have wow.
That's gonna suck.
Pre-existing heart condition.
Oh, good luck, buddy.
Well, here you go. That's a hell of a way to end.
Yeah, good luck, buddy boy.
Good luck, buddy boy. Thank you for listening. God bless.